We are 2 hours into trading. It is Friday, April 23rd. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at yesterday's pick. Let's take a look at the market. Then let's find a new trade for today. Yesterday, I suggested buying LULU. That was my pick of the day. Video came out around 2 hours after the open, so the price of the stock was somewhere around $337. You can see how the stock ran all the way up to $342 today. So a beautiful $5 gain. Now, that in and of itself is fantastic, but there's more to the story than meets the eye. I'm going to put up the SPY overlay. Look at this incredible market plunge that we had yesterday. That was a 50-point S&P 500 drop. I suggested buying LULU back here. Look at how well it weathered the storm. Folks, that is the advantage of trading relative strength. That is the edge that I preach to you every single day. So you get blindsided by the market and the bottom drops out. If you were long S&P 500 futures in here, I'm sorry, you took an absolute beating. But by being in the right stock, look at how well it held up. So once you see a big drop like that, you get the heck out of the way. There's no other reason to be in LULU. Now you start to see the market have a low, a double bottom higher low in here. Okay, you can consider buying LULU here into the close. That's the advantage that we have every single day. Now, NET was the other stock that I suggested yesterday. And you can see the stock had drifted lower. Right here is about where the video came out, right in here. Go to the daily chart. I had mentioned to you we need to see the stock above the 100-day moving average. Then it would have been my pick of the day. But the stock never got above the 100-day moving average. However, look where it opened today. Above the 100-day moving average. Once it cleared that 100-day moving average, goodbye. I hope that you've had enough evidence over the course of the last couple of months, or at least watching a handful of my videos, to know that this is an edge that you need to have working for you. So let's take a look at the market. Let's see what's happening. Yesterday we had this big market drop based on the possible tax hikes that President Biden is suggesting, and that was the catalyst for this heavy selling. But the truth of the matter is this is going to take a long time to get through Congress. Who knows what it looks like by the time it actually does get passed. Knee-jerk reaction. Lots of bullish speculators got trapped in here. We had the market inching its way higher. We were within striking distance of the all-time high. Mega cap tech earnings coming up. Everybody was loaded up, and as soon as this big drop came, we started to take out sell stops. So those stops were triggered, and then the bottom fell out. But look at the price action today. Very, very steady, almost back up to the high. So we have to be careful right now because the market is a little bit frothy. There are a lot of big expectations built into the earnings next week. Earnings season will climax next week. And as I referenced back in January, the last quarterly earnings, once the mega cap tech stocks had announced, you can see the market was at an all-time high right back then. Look what happened. The air got let out of the balloon. This is the little dip that I am waiting for. I'd like to reload on that type of dip, and then we can buy with confidence. Economic conditions improving. Fed going to stay on the sidelines. That's excellent. Coronavirus spreading globally. That's going to hamper global economic growth, but it shouldn't impact us too much domestically. Europe is already starting to plan to reopen sometime in mid to late May. That's good news. India, South America, those are some problem areas. State Department issued a do not travel warning for 80% of the countries. So that is also something that is a headwind right now. Add higher taxes to the equation, that's also a headwind. So I want to be day trading from the long side, or the short side if I see opportunities there. But right now, I feel that given that the market's been able to recover all the losses from yesterday, I still think we're going to make a run at that SPY 420 level. So let's take a look, see what we've got on the bullish side. I'm going to go into my heavy buying search, take a look at some of those stocks. And there you can see NET is at the top of the list. CRM is also in there. AMD, let's take a quick look. You can see how AMD has been grinding higher. It had a really big pop on the open. I'm going to take the SPY off. AMD looks pretty good. It does have to get through this downward sloping trend line, so let's draw it in. GTC, click on that, click on that. If it gets above this trend line, it will also be above the 200-day moving average, and you can see how it's challenging that today. I like that. If it can get above the 200-day moving average and close above it, and then break through this downward sloping trend line, I think AMD looks great. You've got an upward sloping trend line right here. Heavy volume today has all the right ingredients. OCGN, we have been trading the heck out of this today. You can see the downward sloping trend line. We're all over it yesterday as well. Long green candle closing on its high and surging again today. This is a short squeeze play. The new short squeeze searches that we have been yielding excellent trade ideas all day long. LAZR is one that I traded earlier today. That also looks good. You can see how it's popping above the 200-day moving average, going to the 5-minute chart. And there you can see that that stock is right about, well, there's a bullish flag formation right now. So we'll see if it can take out the high. Market looks really strong here today, so I think we're going to continue higher. That bodes well for finding some option lottery trades in the last hour of trading. I'll be looking for any kind of market dip in the last hour that we can buy, and then we'll be looking to buy some super cheap calls for pennies, hopefully sell them for dimes or quarters. It's not a huge part of our trading strategy, but it's sure a fun way to end the week. So I'm also going to be taking a look at another stock that I like today. It's been coming up on the searches, and it is my pick of the day, CRM. I love the price action. You can see today it's been relatively strong. This stock does chop around a bit, so you need to buy dips. Upward sloping trend line. Looks like it's going to challenge the high of the day. I love this daily chart. You can see how it's getting through that horizontal resistance. It has cleared the 100-day and the 200-day moving averages. It has nice relative strength right now. So I like CRM, orange line above zero. Love this little breakout right in here. I think CRM has a chance to run. It is my pick of the day. That's all I've got for you today. Please learn how to trade relative strength and how to identify it. Do not confuse this with the RSI indicator. That is something completely different. RSI measures a stock's strength against its recent strength. So it's the stock being measured against itself. Relative strength, as I reference it, is strength versus the S&P 500. If the S&P 500 is moving higher, I want to see stocks that are leading the charge. And the best way to identify relative strength is that on any market pullback, you're looking for stocks that have treaded water or that are actually moving higher when the market is pulled back. We've got all sorts of indicators and searches to help us find these stocks. That's our edge. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.